Hello everybody, my name is ODST and welcome back to Minecraft Survival. This is the first episode of Season 2, and you might be wondering, why are we doing Season 2? Also, it's been 3 months since I last uploaded. I want to apologize for that, but I've just been really busy as of late. But the reason why I'm starting a new season in a new world is because the other world, we just had so many projects open in that world, and I just did not have the motivation to finish all of them. Like, I would join the world, I would do a couple things, I'd spend like 10 minutes max in that world trying to get stuff done, and then be like, you know, I've got like 10 projects open, I don't want to finish all of these. And I don't want, and you know, I didn't want to open yet another project to distract me because there's another thing. In fact, I had spent a total of, I'd say maybe 5 to 6 hours recording one video for that world. The 25th episode, we had so many things done. I had finished a gold farm, a piglin gold farm on the roof. We got into doing up a bunch of stuff on Seaside, that place. Like, I completely overhauled Seaside. It made it into a ginormous city. Ooh, portside city. Built a cathedral and everything. And while I was editing that video, I was like, it's not even just while I was editing. Wow. Holy crap. Okay. For people who don't know, we're in 1.18 right now. This is an azalea leaf tree. And these spawning means that there is a lush cave underneath that tree. That is super cool. By the way, I did search for a world on my own for like a half hour, and I found this lovely one where it's like a jungle and there's a desert over there, and I thought it was really cool, so we're going to be working on this. Also using the John Smith Legacy texture pack instead of the default one. I think I'm going to be rocking this one for this season. Hopefully this season will go on a lot longer than the other one did. In fact, I really hope it does. The other world was 2 years old in total. I started season 1 in sophomore year of my high school, and I'd been playing it all the way till I graduated. But I've only got like a couple months of like work done in it. That's how much like time I had in between episodes or in between videos of that series. But I want to apologize for my lack of uploading as of late. I've just been super busy. I got a job at this bowling alley recently with a friend. It's super fun, but I work super late nights. I got in today at 1 o'clock in the morning, and it is currently 1:40 as of recording this. So once I'm done with this recording session, I'm probably just gonna conk back out to sleep and sleep till the afternoon tomorrow until I go back in, because I got super late shifts. So yeah, late shifts, come in late, sleep until the afternoon and go back in. Like it's a 7-hour shift, and mine ends at midnight, so just usually a bit of cleanup after. But like I said, hopefully we get a bunch more stuff done in this world and I can keep it going for a lot longer than the other one. There's a mesa. Oh. I'm loving this new terrain generation. I really am. My only concern is, if I want to build a lot of stuff, I'm either going to have to find a naturally flat area, or I'm going to have to flatten it out. But I really love the fact that now there's hardened clay spawning in the water next to red sand. I think that's lovely. We need to find ourselves some stone though, otherwise we're not going to make it very far. I'm also going to have to murderize some of these cows here. Okay, there's just making sure there's at least 2 there. Murderize some cows to get some food, so we don't starve to death. But yeah, my plans for this season, or for this series, is to take things slow. I don't want to rush into things, so hopefully I'm a very in the moment type of guy, so this might not work, or this might not last as long as I want it to, but hopefully we're not doing like a crap ton of cuts or a crap ton of time lapses. By the way, editing time lapses is one of the worst things I had to do for that. And that 25th episode that's never gonna air, or never gonna see the light of day, I think I had about 7 to 8 hours of like time lapse footage. And when I said it, I spent like 5 hours recording. That was out of time lapse. That video was going to be super long, and I planned on it to be super long as well. Like, I wanted it to be like an hour to an hour and a half long, because it's the 25th episode. It was like a quarter of the way through the season. How I planned it is I was going to do like 100 episode seasons, so like every 25th episode we do something special, and that 25th episode I wanted to make it like an extra long episode, and episode 50 I would have done a world tour. Episode 75 I would have done something else, and then episode 100 I'd probably do another world tour, you know? I was thinking of giving a world download to that world, but there's a lot of things in that world that I just don't want to be, I don't want to see. See, this is how you know it's super late. This is how you know it's super late in the night. I'm trying to make a pickaxe with planks here. But there's a lot of things in that world that I don't want to see like destroyed or anything. Like I have a monument to a friend who had passed away, like Northrop, my spawn village. That's all dedicated to a friend of mine. I don't even know if it's been so long since I've even looked at my own content on YouTube. I don't even know if I showed the new memorial area for Joey. If I didn't, I'll explain it to you, and I'll post up some screenshots while I'm talking about it here. But I finished off the mountain area, or well, finished off, quote unquote. There's a lot of things that I wanted to do with that. Like I wanted to make the mountain range bigger, because just having one random mountain with a bunch of cliff face coming off of it, it just didn't look right to me. But I expanded the mountain range area and cliff areas in Northrop. And in the what you call it, in the empty area behind or underneath all the mountain stuff that I had built, I had built a custom lush cave, because this is 1.17, so I didn't have access to the lush caves yet, so there wasn't many ways for me to get these small drip leaves, and there's no Spore Blossoms? Is that the block? I'm really looking forward to working with Spore Blossoms, by the way. But I had built like a custom lush cave where everything was lit up by glow berries and hanging lanterns and stuff, and it looked really pretty. I don't want to toot my own horn, but it did look really, really pretty. 3 iron, just enough for a pickaxe. But yeah, if I haven't shown that video, you guys would have seen some screenshots there of it, and I'm sure that I'm going to be using the shaders because it looks beautiful in the shaders. But yeah, so this series I'm gonna take it a lot slower. Hopefully there's not too many cuts, but then again, I'm a very awkward content creator. I won't even consider myself a content creator. Whenever I stream with friends. I make it to never stream alone because I can't cut when I stream, and there's gonna be a lot of just those times where I'm just, you know, silent. There's not gonna be many talking, and usually I cut all of that out. So like one video of that Minecraft series will have like 20 jump cuts or something, or I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna go do this, and I'm gonna cut back after it's done, you know, that sort of thing. And I'm hoping that I'm not going to do that too much. So these episodes or videos will probably be like a bit shorter than the last season. So like Instead of like half-hour long videos, it's probably going to be like 15 to 17 minutes, depending on what I get done. With a lot fewer jump cuts, it's probably going to be a lot more raw. Obviously, I'm going to cut out all the stuff that, you know, is just like ugly noise in the background. Like my dog is doing something weird and he's being loud, or she's being loud, whichever one is in my room at the time, or somebody's calling on me to do something. Obviously, I'm going to cut all that out, because you guys don't need to hear my sister or my dad yelling upstairs to me to ask me to do something for them, you know? Any unnecessary silence or any unnecessary noise, or things that are just pure boring, like I'm spending a half hour collecting stone. You guys don't want to see that. I'll cut all the boring stuff out. But for these first couple bits, it's probably going to be super raw. Which I hope you guys are okay with as I get back into the flow of making videos and stuff. Because I want this to be a hobby of mine, but as of late, I just lost all passion to do a lot of things. And as is the way of life, you know, can't really control when you have the passion to do. That's not a that's not a sword, that's a pickaxe. Alright. You guys can leave me alone, please. That'll be fantastic. Okay. Oh, these caves, dude. These caves, they're beautiful, but you can't see shit in them. Got some more iron here. That's perfect. I really wish there was some sheep around so I could shear their asses and get a bed to sleep away this night, but we're just gonna have to suck it up and take it like a man, you know? Straight to the gut there. You guys are numerous in this cave. I'm only playing on normal mode. Okay. Dude is coming out of nowhere. They're hunting me. They are hunting me. I'm playing on normal mode right now, cause I'm gonna be honest. I've also okay. English words are super hard for me right now, and I don't know why. I apologize. I've taken a huge break from Minecraft and from a lot of games actually. Like in my free time, I'll just sit down, watch YouTube or Netflix. I've not touched many games as of late. So I'm gonna play on normal for a bit. I know that sounds like cheap cop-out, you know. You've been playing on hard mode for how many years now, and you're going to go back to normal? What a loser. I'm gonna play on normal for a bit, and once I feel comfortable, get back in the groove of the game, you know. Then I'll bump up the difficulty and lock it on hard mode, like we did the last season. But for now, just gonna have to take it and like it, you know. Some more iron. I'm so glad that we're getting much more iron. I played on a server last year. It was my first time playing on what was it? A role-playing survival server. So like they had their own economies. They had their own like areas and realms and people. I joined the server, and immediately I became an indentured servant to. I can't even remember their names, but it's so funny. I was like, oh sure, make the Irishman come move over, and making him an indentured servant immediately. You know, it's how it was back in the day in Ireland. You know, a lot of the Irish immigrants were indentured servants because they couldn't afford their fare on the boat over to America during the famine. Sorry, I'm giving a micro history lesson here now. Why is the pickaxe normal? That ain't right. You know what? You know what it is? I have a resource pack on. I guess I'll just have to modify it. The vanilla tweaks. I have the decaying tools. I was really hoping that they'd have an overlay for John Smith Legacy, or John Smith Legacy would have an overlay for it. I guess not, which sucks. But you know, I'll make an edit to the texture pack because there's some things in there that I really want. So I'll make some edits to it, and we'll get it back on track. Like the bushy leaves, I really love the bushy leaves of vanilla tweaks. I don't think I could go back to playing and decorating with leaves without the bushy leaves. They just look, they fulfill a need. They fulfill a need in me, a builder's need to have fluffy leaves or leafy leaves, 3D leaves, whatever you want to call them. Leaves, bushy leaves, that's the word. fluffy. Bushy's the word. It just fulfills a need in me that I have. An unknown need that I didn't know I had for so long until I played with bushy leaves for the first time in my life. You know what? I'm keeping this wooden pickaxe, okay? I meant to do it in the last season, and I put it in a chest somewhere, and then we had a bunch of wooden pickaxes, and I did not know which one was which later on in the season. I'm going to put this in an item frame, and I'm going to hang it up in our house. I'm gonna rename it the pick that started it all, because hopefully this pick actually starts something that I work on. For lack of better terms, for something I work on for a longer period of time, or at least put more care into it, because I really do want to get back into the grind. And speaking of back into the grind, Halo Infinite released, and I think one of the last videos I posted was a rant about my expectations and how they were low for the game. Now, my expectations for the game were low. I think I made that when they first released the quote-unquote beta of the multiplayer, but it was really just an early launch of the multiplayer. They called it a beta because they knew it. You bony mother, son of a dead mother. Where? Oh, there he is. He showed himself. What was I saying? I made that video when the beta multiplayer came out, and they called it a beta because they didn't want to say it was a full release of the actual multiplayer because of how lacking of content it was and how buggy it was. But that's really what it was. It was just an early release of the multiplayer in a buggy, contentless state. And I'm gonna be honest, they just recently fixed Big Team Battle. That's been broken for months. But I posted my comments or my thoughts about the campaign, or my hopes for the campaign in that video. And I was planning to make a sequel to that video where I was making a huge review of the multiplayer and the campaign, because that video, that rant of Halo Infinite, got a lot more attention than any of my other videos, which is funny because there's two videos that I posted or made about Halo that got a lot of attention. One of them was a really terrible video. It was Virgil from Halo 3 ODST tells the rookie about Pickle Rick, and I made that as like some shitty video at 4 o'clock in the morning, while I was sleep deprived. I spelt funny wrong in that video. That wasn't meant to be like, oh, you know, ironic spelling mistake. No, I spelled it funt, F-U-N-N-T. I missed the Y, and I did not look over it, and I posted it, and as my punishment, I'm gonna keep it up. But that video has like 1,000 views right now, and people are like, this is the best thing I've ever seen. Which sucks. It's bittersweet. It sucks because a video that I put no effort into gets a lot of views and gets a lot of praise, but like the videos that I had been making for space engineers for the last season of Minecraft, I poured I don't want to say my entire heart and soul, at least towards the end, but near the beginning, I poured my heart and soul into those videos there, and like they're getting nothing. Nada. Not a thing. No, you stay away. You stay away, sir. Do not want your cooties. But, we're on 2.5 hearts here. This is not good. I'm gonna die soon. On normal mode, I'm already almost dead, lads. This is, detrimental. But, it's bittersweet. It's like, cool, this video I made is getting a lot of views. But it's like, this video that I put fuck all effort into is getting a lot of views. There's another skeleton. I thought they weren't supposed to spawn in lights lower than fucking, or higher than 0. Is that? Oh, no way. Oh, we're exploring there. I'm gonna get some more food and then we're exploring that. I'm gonna finish up my rant here. because I really do want to finish my thoughts. I'm like a dog. I'm like, ooh, what's this? What's this? You know, getting over to the next thought, not spending more than 3 seconds on it. In fact, I've already lost my train of thought. Okay, I'm gonna get my thoughts in order here. First, I was talking about Halo, how I wanted to make a sequel, and then I talked about the bittersweet, of the ODST video. Anyways, back to the first thought of the sequel to my thoughts. I wanted to make a sequel video to my thoughts, but my computer is pretty shitty. I'm gonna be honest, it's pretty shitty. So when I tried to record any footage of Halo Infinite, it was super laggy, super framey, and it would not have made for a good video. So I'm gonna post my thoughts. I'm gonna put my I'm gonna put my thoughts of what I wanted to say in that video here. Campaign was really good in my opinion. I really liked the campaign. 343 outdone themselves with the story. Now, as of late, we've heard that the campaign that we got was actually a super condensed down version of what they really wanted to put in, which blows my mind, because hold on, were there sheep here the entire time? Okay, I guess I'm just, you know, blind, stupid, and whatever other insult you want to put against me. All of them. But see, fucking lose my train of thought again. So it blows my mind because the campaign was like super interesting, the story. Now the open world they could have worked on a bit more. Like I'm at one stage in one of my saves where it's like, well, I've pretty much done everything. I'm looking for the rest of these audio logs that I've missed, and you know, I'm just picking up last bits and pieces of the thing, but it's pretty much empty. I've killed all the, I've taken all the fobs, I've killed all the high value targets. There's not really much, and once you kill all the high value targets and take all the fobs, you don't really encounter that many enemies, which is surprising to me. I mean, sure, you'll come across the occasional patrol of Banished, or a phantom will uncloak itself and spawn in and stuff and drop down some fellas. But if you have a wasp or even a fully upgraded grapple hook, you can just dip. Nada. Goodbye. See you later. You know? Which sucks because one sec. I was hopeful for the open worldness of Halo because I really think they have the tools to make a really fulfilling open world. That's the word. A really fulfilling open world. But they just, I guess they just didn't have the time, or just could not work on with the engine that they have, because they outsourced to other companies to make their engine for them. So, you know, I'll take that. That's like a red flag in I'm getting already. I'm getting a piece of grass. That's what I'm getting. But in my opinion, if they're outsourcing to other companies to build their engine for them, that's a red flag, personally. But you know, they're getting around to it. They've fixed some major issues with BTB finally, after it being MIA for quite some time. What can you do, you know? So there's gonna be campaign updates. I'm not gonna spoil anything, because if you haven't played the campaign, I really recommend that you do. It's one of the best campaigns of a Halo game that I've played, including some things with the Bungie era Halo games. Like 343 really outdid themselves on Halo Infinite, so applause to them. I'm running out of time for this episode. I'm going to call it here for the first episode, pilot episode, whatever you want to call it. Next episode, we're actually going to base down, hunker down, and whatever. But until then, I will see you guys in the next episode. So if you like the video, leave a like, leave a comment. If you're super duper awesome, consider subscribing. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.